This is Muhammad from English with MHY. Now in English, we do not say the college is at King Street. We say the college is on King Street. They live in 10 Margaret Road. We say they live at 10 Margaret Road. The bakery is on the city center. We don't say that. We say the bakery is in the city center. I live at 400 King Edward Street in a flat on the 3rd floor. Prepositions: on, in, at, by, with, for, over, under, of, and to. Now prepositions tell us something about time, location, and direction. For this lesson, we will only concentrate on, in, and at, and by. In. In tells us a position within or inside a specific area. I have got the phone in my pocket. There is some coffee in the cup. She left her handbag in the car. There is nothing in the fridge. Buildings and rooms. Places which can surround a person or an object. For example, can you take a seat in the waiting room, please? I have left my laptop in your room. Let's have a picnic in the park. Areas, regions, and cities. We use the prepositions when the edges or the parameters are not so clear or less clear. Okay, so for example, a key point to remember here is, by the way, all nouns have borders and edges. For example, I grew up in London, England. I am teaching this lesson in Spain. Living in France is easy if you can speak French, which is true. We are going for a drive in the country. Lots of people were walking in the street. We also use the prepositions for groups of people. For example, Alvin works in the sales team. Janet got selected to play in the school's basketball team. We also use prepositions when we're talking about liquids. Okay? For example, there is lots of salt in fast foods. Okay, watch out for the fast foods. Careful, there is a lot of spice in your rice. Now, we will be looking at the preposition on. We use on when we are talking about the position of something. Okay? For example, my books are on the desk. Okay? Surface. Sarah lives on the 6th floor. Can you write your name on the exam sheet? He spilled tea on his new laptop. Not very good. Okay, as we said, we use the preposition on for flat surfaces. Okay? For example, the cafe is on the corner of Elizabeth Street. Okay? Plymouth is on the south coast of England. The south coast. All right? Okay, oceans, rivers, and lakes. All right. We use the preposition for these places as well. For example, what's that on the water? Floating on the water. Oh, it's a duck. We will take you out on the lake. All right. Now, the preposition at. We use the preposition at when we're talking about specific places or points in space. So, for example, Fatima's still at work. A hardworking person. Who is that man at the bus stop? Turn left at the traffic lights. I will meet you at the hotel. When you leave the hotel, please leave your key at the reception. Public places and shops. I studied engineering at King's College, London. We have to stop at Tesco's supermarket to buy our groceries. There was an interesting speaker at the university today. Okay, lucky them. Suzanne lives at 14 Edinburgh Road. Okay, well, that's a very beautiful house. I had tea at Halima's house. That is the house itself. Events. We met at school. Tony's speaking at a business conference in Japan next week. All right. Now, with prepositions, there are some not so clear or gray areas. Okay, let's have some of the examples. It's on the corner. It's at the corner. And what is that? It's a cat. The museum is on the south side of the city. Your seat is on the left side. Okay, that is traveling. I saw it in the corner of the room. I'm in the car. Strange, we can say also I'm on the bus. You see, I'm in the car. I'm on the bus. Okay. I am in the plane. Joseph is still in college. That means he's inside the building. He's studying. Or we can say Joseph is still at college. He might be visiting the university or visiting someone in the building. Okay. I think they are at the beach, meaning the location. I think they're on the beach. That means they're sitting on the beach. Okay. Sitting on the sand. Now, the preposition by. How do we use by? By tells us details of a location or the location. Sam's waiting by the bus stop. Jamal has a house by the beach. Now, we hope that you have enjoyed this lesson. Now, it will take you a bit of a time to practice the prepositions of place. So my advice to you would be to practice as much as you can. Preferably to practice with someone who is a native speaker. Okay? Now, if you've enjoyed this lesson, please do not forget to press the like button, send us your comments, subscribe to our channel. Okay? And we have many more lessons on grammar and some few other things. So it would be nice if you were to check some of these lessons up here or down here. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Goodbye for now.